What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back to do my New Japan Pro Wrestling's King of Pro Wrestling 2019 predictions. Now, King of Pro Wrestling happens next Monday morning, live on NewJapanWorld.com from the famous Ryogoku Sumo Hall. Now, this card for this year's King of Pro Wrestling event is beyond stacked, folks, from top to bottom. We have 9 big matches with 4 titles on the line, and the G1 Climax briefcase will also be defended here. So I am very excited to do my King of Pro Wrestling predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into King of Pro Wrestling this year after our last New Japan Pro Wrestling event, which was the Fighting Spirit Unleashed tour in Boston, New York City, and Philadelphia, we went a combined 20-3. So our overall record coming in is 341, 154, and 1. So we're coming in extremely hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on a 10 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it number 11. Hopefully. Now, this is the 3rd video in a combined 4 video day on the channel today, guys. So, hope you guys are able to watch all these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, and that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you better go in if you're a huge fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling like myself, and you're ready for this year's King of Pro Wrestling event in Ryogoku Sumo Hall. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just 2. Whoop whoop! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting off with the first matchup. It is a 6-man tag team battle on one side. First, they are representing Chaos, and they are the former 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They are Roppongi 3K. And their partner is a former Junior Heavyweight Champion in his own right. And he is, as of right now, 1/3 of the Never Openweight 6-man Tag Team Champions. He is Captain and Coach Ryusuke Taguchi. And their opponents, all representing Suzuki-gun, Ichiban, consisting of Doki, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and making his return to New Japan Pro Wrestling after an injury earlier this year. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is the rogue luchador El Desperado. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team battle, I'm going to go with the Suzuki-gun squad of Doki, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and the returning El Desperado to defeat the team of Ryusuke Taguchi and Roppongi 3K by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a very special tag team showdown on one side. They are former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They are 2 of the original members of GBH, and they are known as the Most Violent Players, consisting of the Unchained Gorilla Togi Makabe and the Sublime Master Thief Toru Yano. And their opponents, consisting of the Master of the Kokeshi, Tomoaki Honma, and his partner, is celebrating his 20th year in professional wrestling, and his resume reads like a who's who. He is a former Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion. He is a former 2-time New Japan Cup winner. He is a former 3-time G1 Climax winner. He is a former 3-time Never Openweight 6-man Tag Team Champion. He is a former 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. He is a former 2-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion. And he's the only man in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to hold the IWGP Heavyweight title 8 times. He is and forever will be the ace of the universe. And if you know his music, his old music, you'll know who I'm talking about. is Hiroshi Tanahashi. So coming from me in Tanahashi's 20th anniversary match, I think this is a no-brainer. I'm going to go with the team of Tomoaki Honma and the ace of the universe, Hiroshi Tanahashi, to defeat the most violent players. And now the next matchup. It is a 6-man tag team battle on one side. First, they are all representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, consisting of MX-Bushi, the Dragon Shingo Takagi, and the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón, and he is the former 4-time Intercontinental Champion, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. Ooh, Naito! He is Tetsuya Naito, and their opponents, all representing Suzuki-gun, Ichiban, consisting of his lordship Lord Taichi, the American Psycho Lance Archer, and the reigning and first ever 4-time Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Zack Sabre Jr. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team battle between LIJ and Suzuki-gun, I'm going to go with the Suzuki-gun squad of Lord Taichi, the American Psycho Lance Archer, and Zack Sabre Jr. to defeat the team of Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito by any means. And now the next matchup. It is another 6-man tag team battle with momentum at stake for Power Struggle in November. On one side, first, they are all representing Chaos, consisting of Headhunter himself, Yoshihashi or Tacos, the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii or Golem, and the #1 contender for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, a former 4-time Never Champion, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is the fierce warrior Hirooki Goto, and their opponents, all representing the cutthroat era of
Bullet Club.
consisting of the Tokyo Pimps, Yujiro Takahashi, the reigning never openweight champion Kenta, and the leader of Bullet Club and the reigning IWGP Intercontinental Champion, accompanied by the god of booking Gato, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. It's time for all of you to continue to breathe with the... He is Switchblade Jay White. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team matchup with momentum at stake for Power Struggle in November between Chaos and Bullet Club, I'm going to go with the Chaos squad of Yoshihashi, Tomohiro Ishii, and the Fierce Warrior Hirooki Goto to defeat the Bullet Club squad of Yujiro Takahashi, Kenta, and Switchblade Jay White by any means. And now the next matchup, and this has been one of the best build-up matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2019. It is a one-on-one grudge match. On one side, you have the legendary superstar who will be retiring at next year's Wrestle Kingdom. He is a multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the original ace of that division. He is Jushin Thunder Liger. And his opponent is the leader of Suzuki-gun, Ichiban, and he is the sadist himself, the masochist, Minoru Suzuki. Now, I say that this is the best build in 2019 so far because how this thing started with Minoru Suzuki baiting and goading Jushin Thunder Liger to fight him because they haven't faced each other since their Pancrase battle so many years ago. And Suzuki kept, poking the bear of Liger, saying, "Come out. Let me see. I want to see the fight out of you. I want to see your dark side." And we all know what that dark side is. And it finally manifested itself at King of Pro Wrestling in Kobe when Jushin Thunder Liger took off his own mask and introduced his dark persona, or his dark Hado, in Kishin Liger, in which he sprayed Suzuki with mist and nearly killed him with a spike. And that spike went right into that table and it stuck. And the fact that Liger scared Suzuki, which I've never seen Suzuki run away from anybody. He's one of those tough sons bitches that would never run from the 82nd Airborne. He actually ran away from Kishin Liger. And when you saw that backstage interview, he was laughing like he got what he wanted. But I don't know if Suzuki knows what he's getting into. Kishin Liger, this is the first time I've ever seen Kishin Liger. I've only seen gifs of him, but this is the first time we're going to see him in, I think, over close to 5 or 6 years. And it's not even the first time that Kishin Liger or Jushin Thunder Liger is facing a Suzuki-gun member with his persona coming out. He fought Taichi and Taka Michinoku the last time about, I think, either 4 or 5 years ago. But this matchup has been built so perfectly. Suzuki goading Liger finally bringing out that demon inside of him, that dark Hado, a la Ryu and Akuma. This build-up is so perfect, and I have been waiting for this matchup. I wanted this matchup so badly that I just thought, you know what, let's not wait till Wrestle Kingdom. We know that's Liger's last match. Let's have this matchup here and now. So I'm very excited. So coming from me in this special grudge matchup, the biggest question I'm having right now is, it's not Kishin Liger, it's Jushin Thunder Liger. So will he bring out that persona in the match, or is it going to be Jushin Thunder Liger by himself? And that was just to scare Minoru Suzuki and say, hey, I have that as my ace in the hole and I can bring it out whenever I want. But coming from me, after what I saw at Destruction in Kobe, my pick was going to be Minoru Suzuki, but coming from me, I got to go with Jushin Thunder Liger or Kishin Liger to defeat Minoru Suzuki in an absolute banger. And now the next matchup. It is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is representing the Cutthroat era of
Bullet Club.
And he is one half of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions with his partner Bone Soldier Taiji Ishimori. He is also the reigning Rev Pro British Cruiserweight Champion, and he is the winner of this year's Super J Cup. And he's looking to become the next IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is the leader of Headbang Club, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is El Phantasmo, and ELP is challenging the 85th and reigning and defending and now 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the winner of this year's Best of Super Juniors, representing Chaos, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. Elevate me to the sky. Whoa, I'm so elevated. assassin Will-Ospreay. Now this is the third meeting between Will-Ospreay and El Phantasmo. Both meetings went to the master of Headbang Club El Phantasmo in defeating Will-Ospreay in the Best of the Super Juniors in Corrigan Hall and in the semifinals of this year's Super J Cup. Now starting off with Phantasmo first, this is a big opportunity for him to win his third title this year. He's already the Rev Pro British Cruiserweight Champion and one half of the Junior Tag Team Champions. And he's looking to regain the Junior title for Bullet Club for the first time since G1 Supercard when Ishimori had it. And he's looking to continue to show that he has Ospreay's number in 2019 in New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's already have Will-Ospreay looking to continue his reign as the three-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion with another successful title defense. Now, the last time we saw him defend this belt was all the way back at Super Showdown in Australia against his newest Chaos mate, Robbie Eagles. So it's been a while since we've seen him defend a title, and history at this event doesn't really favor him at all because here's a dangerous fact. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight title has been defended 5 times at King of Pro Wrestling. It has only changed hands 3 times. Title changed hands. The title was vacant last year, and the title's changed hands twice. I'm sorry. And the last time the IWGP title changed hands was all the way back in 2017 when Will-Ospreay beat the Great Kushida. So champions here do have a little bit of an advantage. They've only lost titles have only changed hands only twice, and Ospreay's looking to show that he can beat El Phantasmo in 2019 one-on-one without any interference. So, coming from me in this matchup for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, it's the CR2 versus the Stormbreaker, the Hitting Blade, the Oz Cutter, and all of Ospreay's aerial assassin moves. But coming from me, I think Phantasmo makes it 3 in a row. So I'm going to take El Phantasmo to become the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and defeat Will-Ospreay in a banger. And now the next matchup. It is a no disqualification match for the IWGP United States Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is the former and very first 2-time IWGP United States Champion, and he's looking to win this title for the 3rd time. He is one of my favorites in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is the flamboyant one, Juice Robinson. And Juice Robinson is challenging only the 6th reigning and defending IWGP United States Champion. He is representing All Elite Wrestling, and he is the purveyor of violence. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Death Rider, Jon Moxley. Now, this is only the 3rd one-on-one meeting between Juice Robinson and Jon Moxley. The series is tied 1-1. So whoever wins this will break the tie and be the United States Champion. Now, Jon Moxley last defeated Juice at the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors to get his first ever IWGP US title, and Juice's last victory over Jon Moxley was during this year's G1 Climax in B Block. Now, starting off with Juice Robinson first, this is a big opportunity for him, and this is another big money match, because when it comes to big money matches, Juice really hasn't stepped up to the plate, and this is the matchup that he has to win. And this matchup is not even in his forte. This is in the forte of Jon Moxley. When it comes to no disqualification matchups, this is right up the purveyor of violence's alley. And Juice Robinson has to adapt and persevere if he wants to become the first ever 3-time IWGP US champ. There it is how you have Jon Moxley making his first title defense since beating Juice in the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors this past year, and he's looking to continue his reign as the U.S. champion. Now, the last time we saw Jon Moxley was on AEW's first show on TNT, death riding Kenny Omega through a glass table. Now, when you talk no disqualification, the only people that come in mind when it comes to that kind of matchup is Jon Moxley, because when it comes to no DQ, no holds barred, no rules, street fight, that is Jon Moxley all in one package. And this is only the second no disqualification matchup for this title in history. The last time we saw the title, this U.S. title defended in a no DQ matchup was Wrestle Kingdom with Jericho and Omega. So this title has definitely gone through the rigors, but Moxley holding it is very unique because, again, he's not part of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's part of All Elite Wrestling. And we do know that he has a huge matchup at Full Gear in Baltimore with Kenny Omega. And we don't know if he's going to be coming in with or without the U.S. title. So, coming from me, and only the second no disqualification matchup for the IWGP United States Championship, this one's going to be a war. If you thought their meeting in the finals of the Best of the Super Junior was wild, this one's going to top it. So, coming from me, I'm going to go with the flamboyant one, Juice Robinson, to become the new and first ever 3-time IWGP United States Champion and defeat Death Rider Jon Moxley in an absolute banger. And now the next matchup. It is for the G1 Climax briefcase for a shot at the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom 14. Starting off with the challenger. He is representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and he is looking to become the first man in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to defeat the G1 Climax briefcase holder. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is King of Darkness Evil, because this is evil. Everything is evil. Subadewa. All of it. And everything is Yoda! And Evil is challenging the only man in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to win the New Japan Cup, the Best of Super Juniors tournament, and this year's G1 Climax tournament. He is the future and soon to be and next IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the former Intercontinental Champion, and one half of the Golden Lovers. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about, and he is Kane Gaming's favorite wrestler. He is Golden Star Ibushi Kota! Now, this is only the second one-on-one meeting between Evil and Kota Ibushi. Evil won the only meeting back in the G1 Climax tournament on July 14th of this year, defeating Kota Ibushi, and he has earned this opportunity at this briefcase. Now, starting off with Evil first, this is the opportunity to make some history because no challenger has ever won the G1 Climax briefcase from the holder. Challengers here are winless. So Evil is looking to become the first man in history to win the briefcase without winning the G1. There it is that you have Kota Ibushi coming off his last successful briefcase attempt over Kenta in his hometown of Kagoshima, and in that matchup, Kenta destroyed the briefcase. But a couple weeks ago, we got to see Kota Ibushi's new briefcase, which looks absolutely sick. he matches his attire, and it looks so awesome. And Kota-Ibushi's looking to go 2 for 2 in G1 Climax briefcase defenses, and he's looking to avenge his second loss in the G1 against Evil, because we all know in that matchup, Kota-Ibushi was dealing with the ankle injury that he suffered against Kenta in night 1. So now Evil's got to prove that he can do it against a very healthy Kota-Ibushi, and Kota-Ibushi's looking to prove that he is still, in my opinion, the future IWGP Heavyweight Champion. So coming from me in this matchup for the G1 Climax briefcase, this one's going to be good. This one will be better than the Kenta matchup, in my opinion. But coming from me, if the Boombaye doesn't get you, the Kamigoye will. So I am going to go with Golden Star Ibushi Kota to retain the G1 Climax briefcase by any means and defeat King of Darkness Evil in a banger. And now the main event. It is for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and he is looking to finally win his very first IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Cold Skull Sanada, and Sanada is challenging the 69th and reigning and defending and now 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the leader of Chaos, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada. Now this is the 8th one-on-one meeting between Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada and Cold Skull Sanada. Okada leads the all-time series 6-1. Now, Okada's last victory over Sanada was all the way back in Wrestling Dontaku Night 2 in Fukuoka this past May, and Sanada's last victory over Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada was during the G1 Climax on August 8th of this year. Now, starting off with Sanada first, this is a big opportunity for him. This is his second shot at the IWGP Heavyweight title this year alone, and he is looking to finally cash in on this opportunity because, for me, this has got to be his last shot at the IWGP Heavyweight title. And history at this event does not favor him, not one bit. There is how you have Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada looking to continue his reign as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion for the time being. Well, look out, Kota-Ibushi. And Sanada is looking to continue the dominance of IWGP champions here at King of Pro Wrestling. Now, here's a huge, dangerous fact. Since 2002, the IWGP Heavyweight title has only changed hands one time at King of Pro Wrestling. The last time it happened was all the way back in 2014 when AJ Styles lost the IWGP Heavyweight title to Hiroshi Tanahashi. Champions here are 6-1. And here's another big dangerous fact. Kazuchika Okada is undefeated in single/title defenses at King of Pro Wrestling. He is 5-0. So Sanada has to do a lot of things to climb this mountain by defeating a man who hasn't lost in King of Pro Wrestling and the title hasn't changed hands since 2014. So, coming from me, in this huge main event matchup for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, man, oh man, oh man, this one's going to be a good one. Their matchup in the G1 was just so good. It came down to the last couple seconds before Sanada won. But coming from me, I'm going to make something of a first ever pick. I'm going to predict this matchup will end in a 60-minute draw. And those are my King of Pro Wrestling's 2019 predictions. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you have winning all these matchups? Who do you have winning the IWGP Heavyweight title between Okada and Sanada? I'm predicting it's going to be a 60-minute draw. Who do you have winning the Junior Heavyweight title between Ospreay and Elp? Who do you have winning the G1 Climax briefcase between King of Darkness Evil and Golden Star Ibushi Kota? Who do you have winning the US title in that no disqualification matchup between Juice and John Moxley? Let me know in the comment section below all your picks. As always, let's have a conversation about them. Of course, I'm always on to see your picks, like them, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button to become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later tonight for my Week 6 NFL predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.